Robert Frost has written a very popular poem I'm sure you've heard of, and it's about a decision that changed his life and the direction of his life. And I'd like to quote that. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it ended in the end. Then chose the other, and just as fair and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy, wanted wear. So, as for that, the passing there had more than really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no steps that trodden black. Oh, I'll save the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt if I shall ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere, ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I chose the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And that is a testimony of what happened to me back in 1951. I was raised in a very religious home, confirmed when I was baptized when I was an infant, confirmed when I was 13. Went to church every Sunday. But one Sunday night at Keesler Air Force Base in 1951, I heard in the gospel that the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ was for me, personally. Oh, I knew all about Christ, from his virgin birth and sinless life to his vicarious death and burial and resurrection, but it was never personal until that night. And that changed my life. And my life has had its ups and downs, but it's been a good trip. Most of the time that I've ministered has been to servicemen there in Hawaii, and then as we replace servicemen around the world. And now, Rosalie and I live in Florida, and I've been working with the prison, and I've had a good ministry there. And that reminds me of another poem that I enjoyed quoting, and that's by The Touch of the Master's Hand by Myra Brooks. He was battered and scarred, and the auctioneer scarcely thought it worth his while to spend much time on the old violin. But he held it up with a smile. "What am I bidding, good folks?" he cried. "Who'll start the bidding for me? $1? $1? Who'll make it 2? Only 2. $2. Who'll make it 3? Going for 3. But no. From the room far back, a gray-haired man came forward and picked up the bow, and wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening up the loose strings, he played a melody pure and sweet, like the caroling angels sing. The music ceased, and the auctioneer, with a voice that was quiet and low, said, "Now what am I bid for the old violin?" as he held it up with the bow. $1,000. Who'll make it 2? 2,000. Who'll make it 3? 3,000 once, 3,000 twice. Going. And God, said he. The people cheered, and some of them said, "We don't quite understand. What changed its worth?" Swift came the reply, "The touch of the Master's hand." And many a man with life out of tune, battered and scarred by sin, is auctioned cheap to the thoughtless crowd, much like the old violin. A mess of pottage, a glass of wine, a game, and he travels on. He's going once. He's going twice. He's going and almost gone when the Master comes. And the foolish crowd never quite understand the worth of a soul or the change that is wrought by the touch of the Master's hand.